Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Got primary care? Find your way to better health with primary care by One Stop Medical. With decades of combined experience, you'll find a one-on-one relationship just like the old days, but with the convenience and technology of today. When One Stop Medical does primary care, it's the best. Call today for an appointment and find your way to healthy living. Serving Lawrenceburg, Pulaski, and Hohenwald. Phone 931-244-8220. Primary care by One Stop Medical at its best.
Hi, my name is Asha. I go to Lawrenceburg Technical College and I moved here a year ago from California. I wanted to be a cosmetologist and study hair, nails, and makeup. You should come join us at Lawrenceburg Technical College and learn all about cosmetology.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
There are now more ways to save at Quick Mart. Become a Quick Club member and easily earn rewards on qualifying purchases at Quick Mart convenience stores using the Quick Club app, available on the Apple App Store and Google Play. To save on fuel for work, use the Fuel Rewards Pro app to earn 5 cents a gallon on work fill-ups and redeem the savings for yourself. To get started, visit fuelrewards.com/pro or download the app in the Apple App Store and Google Play.
Rent Right Equipment has all the tools you need to get the job done. From bobcats to trenchers to augers to lifts, we have a large variety of equipment for every project, big or small. Need a new mower? We have you covered there too. With great brands Hustler and Big Dog, Rent Right is ready to serve all your equipment needs. Call today and reserve your equipment from Rent Right Equipment in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
Whether you're looking to spruce up the interior or exterior of your home or business, trust Lawrenceburg Glass to provide a one-of-a-kind product. From windows to mirrors, shower doors, custom framing, storefront installations, and everything in between, Lawrenceburg Glass takes pride in our quality craftsmanship and strong attention to detail. With us, your customer experience always exceeds expectations. We're reliable, on time, and we deliver stunning results. Lawrenceburg Glass. Our passion is reflected in our work.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Hawkins, in center is Mylon Bell, and in right, Aiden Cook. The 1-2, and Kaysen Springer in 5 at-bats has been hit 3 times. So Springer will lead off this game with a hit-by-pitch as well, the same way he did yesterday. And that's going to bring up the pitcher, number 13, Mason Tidwell. Tidwell 1 for 4 yesterday. Hit a single, struck out twice, and flew out to the center fielder. Springer gets his lead at first. First pitch from Cross in the dirt, gets away. Springer's going to take off for second. And a big turnaround second, but he will remain there. Good job by Williams to eat that one up and keep Springer from only getting 90 feet out of that one. .1-0 from Cross. That one's in the dirt as well for ball 2. The Mustangs show, as you know, had a bit of a hard time seeing, these lefty junk pitchers, as so to say, last year. Is there anything you saw they worked on in the offseason to kind of improve with that?
Well, I mean, it's just you have to be able to approach both left-handed pitchers and right-handed pitchers, even without a significant change in the lineup. And I think that's definitely something that the Mustangs have worked on, but I mean, it's never perfect. There's still a lot of work to be done, I think.
And it's early in the season, so plenty of time to get that work done, as it is a 3-0 count to Tidwell. The Mustangs play anything like they did last night, they will hold up on that. As Cross fires that one right down the middle for strike 1. Still a hitter's count to the Mustangs pitcher.
What do you think we can expect from the Mustangs this game, base running wise?
I think they're going to be aggressive, sort of like they were last night. You know, it's early in the season. You like to run a lot. You know, you want to get a bunch of guys in there. So I think they're going to stay aggressive. 3-1 in the dirt. And for ball 4, Tidwell will trot down to first. And similarly, last night, the Mustangs got the first 2 guys on, bringing up the shortstop, Clint Seymour. As we're going to have a pinch runner for the Mustangs. That looks like that is, I believe that is Braden Bennett. He ran for the pitchers last night.
Clint Seymour played as the catcher last night, but today he'll be filling in as the third baseman.
Shortstop.
Shortstop.
And again, Clint, very versatile. I mean, we saw him play in the outfield some his freshman year, 1 or 2 games. We saw him play first a little bit in the region tournament last year. So he's really just wherever you need him. As he half swung at that one and fouled it off.
One thing that really lets him fill in at any position is his great arm. He's able to
we saw him throw out 2 guys stealing last night. I mean, you can put him anywhere, and he's going to be a valuable asset. Can't wait till we get to see him on the mound. Runners on first and second, as that ball will be outside. Count even at 1 now to Seymour. Seymour went 1 for 3 last night with a single, reached via an error, and struck out once. And also walked in his last AB. The 1-1 to Seymour. That'll stay upstairs for ball 2. And Cross now trying to look to avoid being in any more of a jam with the runners on first and second, nobody out. And is currently behind in the count to Seymour. The 2-1, that'll be swung on, fouled, out of play.
Big swing right there. He was looking to go far.
As you can see, the center fielder playing pretty deep. I'd say he's about 10 feet shy of that 363 sign out there in center field.
I mean, you can't blame him. Clint can definitely hit it far.
Yeah, definitely some power. We saw him, I believe it was in the last game of the season for the Mustangs, hit a home run in that last series against Milan. The 2-2, that'll be hit in the 5-6 hole, base hit for Seymour. Rounding third and coming home is Springer. The shortstop will hold up, no throw, and just like that, the Mustangs are up 1-0 from the RBI single from Clint Seymour.
That ball was absolutely smoked from the infield.
And a good job hitting the opposite field right there by Seymour. You know, if you can prove that you can hit opposite way, I mean, that'll get you a long way. And that's going to bring up the DH, Carter Daniel. Daniel went 0 for 1 yesterday with a ground out, but was also walked. Only got 2 ABs. First pitch of Daniel, he's swinging. And foul out of play. So just like that, the Mustangs are up 1-0. Runners still on first and second. On second is Bennett, and first is Seymour. First time Cross has gotten ahead in the count. Daniel shows bunt, lays it down the first base line, fires to first for the out, but the sac bunt will advance the runners to second and third. And a good job there by Daniel to advance the runners both in a scoring position.
I think that was a very smart play right there. You advance the runners to scoring position, and you bring up Miles more.
And Miles did a very good job. Reached base in all 4 of his plate appearances, had a single and then 3 walks to follow. And those 3 walks all resulted in him scoring a run. So 3 runs on the opening day for Moore.
Not to mention those 3 walks. They weren't easy walks either. He fought for them.
First pitch to Moore will be away in the dirt, ball 1. Again, this might be a little bit of a tough AB for Moore, you know, facing a lefty. Being a lefty, you know, it's not easy. He's going to have a lot of pitches inside on him. Cross now at 16 pitches here in the first. The 1-0. That'll be upstairs for ball 2. Again, we saw Carter throw about 70 pitches last night and 3 1/3. You know, I would say it was definitely a inconsistent strike zone behind, you know, for the whole game last night. So there was definitely a bunch of pitches thrown. I bet Jaden probably threw about 40 or 50. As Moore swinging on the 2-0. Well, hit it foul, back out of play, down the third baseline.
Yeah, sometimes you just got to make the adjustment for those kind of strike zones. And I think Carter was definitely able to do that.
He finished with 9 strikeouts. I mean, you can't complain there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Tidwell got 2 in the first tonight as Carter got 3 last night. 2-1 to Moore. And that'll be inside for ball 3. Moore now in a hitter's count. And with no double play, I say swing ahead right here. With a good hard ground ball, you can probably score 2 if it gets through for a base hit. Seymour, tremendous speed at second. The 3-1. And Moore will take that for a strike because now we got a full count. Three balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, runners on second and third for the Mustangs. Here comes the payoff from Cross. And swung on and missed, first strikeout of the evening for Eli Cross.
Huge strikeout there.
And just like that, the Mustangs now with 2 outs are looking to avoid leaving too many runners on base. That's going to bring up the catcher number 9, Connor Pope. Pope scorched one last night. It was just a 2 RBI single. Again, Pope had a sac fly RBI, was 1 for 3 on the night. Reached via an error one time. Struck out his first time up. First pitch to Pope. And again, Pope loves seeing lefties. As you can see, he's mad at himself after that first pitch. It's fouled off for strike 1. Pope, if you leave him a lefty up there, I mean, we have a chance to see one go over the wall, as we actually did in the junior varsity game that was played before this.
Mm-hmm. If you leave anything hanging.
Yeah, Pope's the kind of guy to make you play, to pay for it. The 0-1 to Pope. And he's going to wear that one on the shoulder, trot down the first. Second hit by pitch of the first inning here from the Tigers. As that's going to bring up the 7-hole hitter, right fielder number 22, Lucas Laxon. As we see Jackson Traglia coming into courtesy run for the catcher Pope.
Now, Lucas is another one of those really versatile players. You can play him at almost any position, and he'll do really well.
Yeah, Laxon was 1 for 4 last night with 2 flyouts, a strikeout, and a ground ball. Is looking to extend the Mustangs' lead as he takes that first pitch a little low and outside. Mustangs doing a really good job eating up a bunch of pitches. I mean, they're already on their 7th batter. We're right around 25 pitches now. It's the 1-0 inside on Laxon for ball 2. And again, Cross has to watch his, try to keep it in the strike zone without allowing a hit right here because, with the bases loaded, a hit by pitch or a walk will bring in a run easily without having to really take the bat off your shoulder.
I think one thing that the Mustangs have definitely improved on in the past couple of years is plate discipline. Extending their ABs and making the pitcher really work for their pitch count.
And like we see at 27 pitches now for Cross, a 3-0 count to Laxon. That's upstairs for ball 4, and Cross will walk in a run. As that's going to bring up the second baseman, number 10, Raleigh Ellis, getting his first varsity start.
Now batting, second baseman, number 10, Raleigh Ellis.
And that walk brought in Bennett, who was running for Tidwell. So a quick meeting between the catcher Williams and his pitcher Cross. Cross now 28 pitches, giving up 2 runs, 1 strikeout. But again, 2 walks, 2 hit by pitches. I mean, he's issued a bunch of free passes for the Mustangs so far. Only 1 hit. Raleigh getting his first varsity appearance of the season. First pitch in the dirt. Clint holds up at third. Again, a pass ball. It could easily bring in another run for the Mustangs and advance everybody 90 feet.
Absolutely. One thing you don't want to do right now as the pitcher is get behind in the count right now.
He is behind 1-0 right now. Pitch to Ellis. Swung on, ground ball to the third baseman. He will walk over, tap third for the third out as the Mustangs leave him loaded, but do score 2 runs here in the first inning. We'll be back for the second after these messages. You're watching Mustangs Baseball here on the X Sports Network.
Whether you're looking to spruce up the interior or exterior of your home or business, trust Lawrenceburg Glass to provide a one-of-a-kind product. From windows to mirrors, shower doors, custom framing, storefront installations, and everything in between, Lawrenceburg Glass takes pride in our quality craftsmanship and strong attention to detail. With us, your customer experience always exceeds expectations. We're reliable, on time, and we deliver stunning results. Lawrenceburg Glass. Our passion is reflected in our work.
At Smith Tax and Business Service, we offer many services. Along with personal income tax prep, we also offer tax preparation for corporations and partnerships. If you're a small business and looking for some extra help, give us a shout and we'll get you fixed up. Call Mary Beth Smith, Marion Matthews, Brooklyn Bates, or Michelle Staggs to find out how we can help you. Located at 208 Pulaski Street, phone 931-244-6633. Make your property rock and roll with services from G&S Excavating, specializing in white sand, compost, mulch, topsoil, landscape gravel, and steel landscape edging. Turn to the pros who know how to make your project shine with years of experience. The best part is they're locally owned and operated. Choose from a vast selection of mulch and rock from their conveniently located facility at number 3 Valley Road in Lawrenceburg, just off Buffalo Road. Phone 931-279-3841 and get started today.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
And welcome back to Loretto here at Gary Lamb Field. Leading off the top of the second inning for the Tigers, that is their first baseman, number 3, Reed Mitchell. First pitch is scorched to shortstop. Good job by Seymour firing over to first for the first out. One pitch, one out. Very good defense there by the Mustangs. And again, show a bunch of strikeouts last night. We didn't get to see the Mustangs, do a lot of fielding last night, but it looked good right there.
Yeah, absolutely. Right there you can really see Clint's arm in action. Absolutely cannoned across the infield.
And crossed through 29 pitches there in that first inning. As the first pitch to, that's Lucas Heary, the third baseman, who made the good defensive play to end the bottom of the first inning. As he's swinging on that pitch, 0-2.
One thing Mason's been able to do really well, as up until this part of the game at least, is get ahead in the count.
That's pitch number 13 from Tidwell as Harry fouls off another one. Still 0-2. He's done a very good job mowing down the Tigers' batters so far. So the Mustangs lead this one early, 2-0. As Harry will call timeout right there. Again, Tidwell, 14 pitches now on the afternoon. Compared to the 28 from Cross, is doing a very good job limiting his pitch count. As that pitch is upstairs for ball one.
He's been really able to put away these batters quickly.
Mustangs defense is straight up, is got him looking again. Mason Tidwell, 3 Ks already on the afternoon. That's the second one looking as he locked up Harry right there with the curveball. And that's going to bring up
number 23, the catcher, Hayden Williams.
That's going to bring up Hayden Williams, the catcher, number 23. I just added it 2 in my book, and that was a little nervous I was going to have to pull the roster back up. Williams, a right-handed batter, facing Tidwell. First pitch, fastball, swung on and missed. About a day late on that one, as Tidwell is really overpowering with his fastball. We saw him in the mid to upper 80s last year, and for a freshman, that's incredible. We saw, when his cousin Blade about he didn't get to pitch his senior year because of COVID, as that fastball was in there for strike 2. Blade was sitting, lower 90s his junior year, and that's just incredible to see from high school pitchers. We're seeing it from Carter and Quint both for the Mustangs, and now that you can have 3 pitchers, getting close to the 90s, that's hard to touch.
Absolutely, I can't wait.
Set him down on 3 pitches. That will do it for the top half of the 6th inning as Tidwell has mowed down the first 6 Tigers batters. We'll be back for the Mustangs side of the inning. You're watching Mustangs baseball here on the X Sports Network.
Being raised in Tennessee, we believe in the importance of family and community. Creating a positive experience at our family-owned and operated business is one of the ways we share that belief.
Being in an accident can be extremely stressful. When it came time for my repairs, Mashburn's made it easy.
I am lucky to have a wonderful company in my community like Mashburn's Collision Center. It's reassuring to know that I'm in good hands because their work is second to none.
We pride ourselves that the Mashburn name is one of the most trusted in Lawrence County since 1981. Mashburn's Collision Center. Let our family take care of yours.
Shop McMaster's Home Gallery for furniture, appliances, and more. And shop quality, shop convenience, shop service, shop local. A family-owned business with a long history of serving the region. We're a one-stop home furnishings destination. We feature brands you know, competitively priced, backed by professional installation and service. You can trust that we'll take good care of you before and after the sale. For your home, shop smart. Shop McMaster's Home Gallery today.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
And welcome back out to Gary Lamb Field here for the bottom half of the second inning. I was looking at my scorecard that Mason Tidwell has gone through the first 6 Tiger batters. And leading off the bottom of the second inning for the Mustangs will be the center fielder, number 23, Dylan Thompson. Thompson batted 8th, and did a very good job. Reached base all 4 times. Was 1 for 2. Had a single and reached via an error. Had 2 walks, scored 2 runs, had an RBI. Very efficient night from the sophomore in his first varsity start. Talked to him after the game. I was like, "That was your first start, right, Dylan?" He said, "Yes." And he said, I said, "You have played in a varsity game before?" And he said, "Yes." So we got everything squared away. So Thompson looking to lead off the bottom of the second inning. I'm all over the place tonight, but Eli Cross back on the mound. Threw 29 pitches in that first inning.
Especially with Dylan coming back from baseball. It's impressive how he's able to make the switch between sports that quickly.
Yeah, I mean, the person that reached the base the most for the Mustangs last night, other than Thompson, Miles Moore reached 4 times, but, baseball is his only sport. Thompson went from football straight to basketball, straight to baseball, and has made that switch seamless. And Thompson, swing and miss on the first pitch from Cross. Again, Cross is the first lefty the Mustangs have seen this season. Faced 2 right-handed pitchers last night from the Middle Tennessee Monarchs. The 0-1 from Cross. That's upstairs for ball 2. We've seen Cross have a little bit of control issues as we've seen him. He's already hit 2 batters, walked 2.
Yeah, they might have to go to the bullpen sooner than they wanted to.
The 1-1 swung on and missed again for strike 2. And Cross comes set with the 1-2. Now Cross did strike out a Mustangs batter at the first time through. That was Moore that struck out, as that pitch is outside for ball 2. 2-2 is the count to Thompson. Cross comes set. And they're going to ring him up looking right there, as that pitch looked like it was about on Thompson's foot right there. Either way is a called strike, and that'll bring back up the top of the order with Kason Springer.
Number 4, Kason Springer.
Springer hit by a pitch to start this game and ended up scoring a run. That is Cross's second strikeout.
When you've got a fast guy like Thompson, it must be a relief as a pitcher to not have him on first base.
Yeah, Thompson, a very good base runner, and we see him in the outfield as Springer swinging on the first pitch. Counts 0-1 now to Springer. Good left-on-left battle right here. Springer hacks at that one, hits it to the second baseman, and it's going to get by into right field. Springer takes a big round first. Center fielder will eat it up. That is Bell. And returning to first is Springer, but a good hard-hit single right there that ate up the second baseman. That was Hightower that couldn't eat that one up.
Man, there's some pitches that you just can't knock down, and that's one of them.
Yeah, it looked like it was up around the chest area, that pitch for Springer. Good job to get the bat elevated and send that one into play. That's going to bring up Mason Tidwell. Walked and scored around his first time up. That first pitch low and inside for ball 1.
Mustang batters getting the sign from the coach now.
Springer a minimal lead on first. as Tidwell hacks that one in the left center field. Back at the scoreboard, back, off the wall. As Springer's rounding third, he's coming home. Tidwell's going to hold up at second, and just like that, Mason Tidwell with an RBI double off the wall out there in left field. And man, show he smoked that one.
Absolutely.
So Springer scored his second run of the evening, as the Mustangs now lead this one 3-0. And man, we were about 2 feet away from a home run.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to bring up the shortstop, number 16, Quint Seymour. Seymour an RBI single in his first time up. Again, one out here in the bottom of the second. Mustangs have scored at least a run in each inning. Case and Springer being the first run of each inning. Being a good job just getting up and getting on. As Seymour swings at the first one, that's going to be out shallow left field. Left fielder will make the play, and the runner Bennett, who is running for Tidwell, will not advance. So down on one pitch goes Seymour. As he flew out to the left fielder. That's going to bring up the DH, number 5, Carter Daniel. Daniel sack bunt his first time up. Did a very good job advancing the two runners to second and third. Those runners were Seymour and Bennett. Bennett eventually scored. Seymour was stranded at third. First pitch to Daniel. He's swinging. That one's in foul territory. I don't believe anybody will be there to make a play in time. They won't. The first, second baseman and right fielder in pursuit of that one will not get there in time as it landed.
Some frustration on the field as it looks like the runner missed a sign there.
And again, Bennett, only a sophomore. If they put you in to run, they want you to know the signs. And the count is 0-1 to Daniel. And Carter will take that pitch upstairs for ball one. Carter, very good night on the mound last night, threw 70 pitches, 3 1/3, 1 hit, 3 walks, 9 strikeouts. I mean, you can't ask for much more from that from your senior on opening day.
Absolutely not. Really incredible performance last night.
Cross coming with the 1-1. That's going to be inside. He's really been attacking Mustangs batters, left-handed and right-handed batters, on the inside part of the plate. I mean, just really trying to jam them up, and so far that it's not worked. The Mustangs have been doing a really good job pulling most of these inside pitches. The count is 2-1 to Daniel. And Carter will take the 2-1. He's at his feet again. A bunch of these pitches have been really low from Cross, as it's now a hitter's count to the senior DH. Carter really jumped onto the scene as a very, very good bat last year. Batted around the 400 areas. The 3-1 will be sent to the third baseman. He'll fire across in time for the third out, as the Mustangs will strand one runner. They do get another one off an RBI double from Mason Tidwell, as he'll come back up to pitch here in the top of the third. You're watching Mustangs baseball here on the X Sports Network.
Jack Davis Insurance, located at 201 West Gaines Street in Lawrenceburg, has you covered through all of life's obstacles. Facing those challenges is easier together. That's why Jack Davis specializes in group insurance. Cover the most valuable aspect of your business, your employees, with coverage for life, accident, cancer, critical illness, short-term disability, dental, and vision. Jack Davis can customize plans for every need. Serving Lawrence and surrounding counties since 1987. Contact Jack Davis Insurance today at 931-242-5225.
Flooring sets the tone throughout your home.
For flooring that makes the right first impression, start by choosing us, Floored by Justin.
A one-stop flooring destination. Our new location stands alone for unequaled customer service and selection. Owner Justin Story's mastery of custom hardwood inlays means every room can have a custom look. Discover how the right choice of hardwood, laminate, carpet, or tile can set the tone in your home. Contact Floored by Justin today.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
And welcome back to the action here. Third inning Leading off for the Tigers will be the center fielder, number 8, Mylan Bell. Number 16. Bell is number 16. A showed bunt pulled back in time.
Nice.
The count is 1-0 to Bell. Showed bunt again. Tidwell will fire that one in there for a strike. Tidwell, 2 innings, has set down all 6 batters he's seen. Four of them via strikeout, 2 looking, 2 swinging. It's got the count 1-1 as you see Fisher there on third base covering bunt. Showing bunt again, went out for that one. Missed everything, strike 2.
Mason's been absolutely attacking these batters with his fastball.
Well, early in the season, you wouldn't expect guys to be able to, especially, not seeing this velocity, especially in, as many small towns around here. As the 1-2 from Tidwell swung on, fouled off into the backstop.
Man, he's an underclassman and he already has velocity like this. I can't wait to see what kind of player he'll develop into later in his career.
The 1-2 swung on and missed. Give him 5 strikeouts now on the evening for Tidwell. That's 3 strikeouts in a row.
Now batting, number 11, second baseman, Hightower.
That's going to bring up Hightower, the second baseman. Fisher watching bunt again at third. As Hightower will show bunt, lay one down. A beautiful bunt. Tidwell will field it, fire over to first in time for the second out, and a PFP right there from Tidwell. Really good job getting off the mound to field his position right there, Show.
Absolutely. He's a very skilled defensive player as well as a pitcher.
Again, we saw him on the gridiron this season, help leading the Mustangs to their first 10-0 season in 33 years, actually. It had been a long time, 1991. Carter, who pitched yesterday, got injured, and I believe it was their 4th game of the season. Tidwell ended up continuing off that undefeated season. We saw him use his legs in the backfield as well, as that first pitch to the pitcher cross will be upstairs for ball 1. The 1-0. Right down the middle is that fastball for strike 1. And Show, we also saw him on the hardwood for the Mustangs basketball team. Was their leading scorer this year, actually. Did a very good job as a sophomore. The 1-1 swung on and missed, and Cross can just not keep up with that fastball.
I mean, I don't blame him with like high 80s velocity fastball in high school. It's hard to keep up.
The 1-2, and they're going to say did he go? Did he not go? It's appealing down the first baseman. He did go. Make it 6 strikeouts through 3 innings. Tidwell has mowed down all 9 Tigers batters, and the Mustangs will come back up to bat here on the Exports Network.
At Lawrenceburg Federal Bank, we're proud to be locally owned and operated because we're not just a bank, we're family. When you call, you'll be greeted by a friendly representative who's ready to discuss your banking needs, as well as offer our competitive rates on CDs and money market accounts. Our loan decisions are made in-house and never sold to a secondary market because our commitment is simple. You matter to us. At Lawrenceburg Federal, we offer all the conveniences of larger banks with a personal touch. Join us at Lawrenceburg Federal Bank, where community, trust, and service come together.
The Summit of Lawrenceburg is the premier senior and assisted living community in the region. The Summit makes it home for you or your loved one with diverse suites that welcome and encourage community, plus gathering spaces, neighborhoods, daily activities, and a wonderful staff that supports you every day.
Hi, I'm Tara Blue. I'm the new director of the Summit, and we would like to invite you and your family to come and tour our facility. We would love to see you here.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
And welcome back out. The sun is setting here in Loretto as it is the bottom of the 3rd inning. Mustangs lead Marshall County 3-0 as they are coming back up to bat. They will go 5, 6, 7. Will be Moore, Pope, and Laxon. Yeah. That is the left fielder, number 3, Miles Moore. Struck out his first time. Reached base in all 4 appearances last night. has not been as successful tonight. You know, again, facing a left-handed batter is a lot different than facing a righty.
Maybe looking for a bit of redemption, this AB.
Now again, Miles had a very good AB his first time up, saw a ton of pitches. Moore swinging on the first pitch, swung and missed for strike one. Again, Miles is going to continue his playing career at Vol State next year. The 0-1 from Cross. Upstairs for ball one. That is pitch number 47 from Cross. And after throwing 29 in the first inning, the fact that he's already made it to the third at only mid-40s pitches, he's really, again, a one-pitch AB with Seymour really helped, but he's done a really good job limiting his pitches. As that one's in there for strike two.
Now, Eli's already made it through the heart of the lineup last inning, but one thing about the Mustangs lineup is even through the 8-hole and 9-hole, we have very competent batters throughout.
A looping curveball got him looking. Moore struck out his second time tonight, as that's going to bring up Connor Pope, who was hit by a pitch in his first AB. But a really good job right there as Cross gets his third strikeout.
Connor Pope.
Right-handed batter Pope, again, took one on the shoulder his last time, as he's going to hit that one right back up the middle of the shortstop. A good play right there. Fire over to first in time, and what a play right there by Henry at shortstop. I mean, that looked like for sure a base hit up the middle show, and Henry just came out of nowhere, scooped that up, and fired over to Mitchell at first for the second out of the inning.
Very impressive play.
It was a similar to play we saw in the first inning with, to lead off the second inning with Seymour eating up one of their, I believe that was Mitchell, eating up his ground ball. That's going to bring up Laxon. And that first pitch, breaking ball in there for a strike. Laxon walked his first time up in the first inning, and his walk did bring in a run. And Laxon will foul that one back off quickly down 0-2. And just when it seemed like Mitchell may be in a little bit of trouble, might not be able to go as deep, he started throwing a bunch more strikes and got the Mustangs batters down in the count early.
Looks like we're seeing a lot of that off-bat and some swings right here.
The 0-2 to Laxon. He's going to hit a little blooper out to center field. The center fielder, Bell, will make the catch. And 1-2-3 go the Mustangs in the bottom half of the third. We'll be back for the start of the fourth inning. You're watching Mustangs baseball here on the X Sports Network.
At Lawrenceburg Federal Bank, we're proud to be locally owned and operated because we're not just a bank, we're family. When you call, you'll be greeted by a friendly representative who's ready to discuss your banking needs, as well as offer our competitive rates on CDs and money market accounts. Our loan decisions are made in-house and never sold to a secondary market because our commitment is simple. You matter to us. At Lawrenceburg Federal, we offer all the conveniences of larger banks with a personal touch. Join us at Lawrenceburg Federal Bank, where community, trust, and service come together.
Whether you're shopping in Lawrenceburg, Loretto, Summertown, or Mount Pleasant, Tegan's Food Stores has you covered with the best quality food at the best prices. From Cash Saver to Superama and CB Foods, stop by your neighborhood Tegan's Food Store today.
Oliver Wellness and Massage, located in Pulaski, Tennessee, is your premier spa for massage therapy, salt therapy, IV therapy, tanning, and much more. Stay relaxed, look your best, and feel good at Oliver Wellness, located at 1187 West College Street, Pulaski, Tennessee, or contact Haley at 931-309-0462 or schedule your appointment online at 931massage.com. Oliver Wellness and Massage, located in Pulaski, Tennessee, is your
going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
And welcome back. Fourth inning about to start here as Mason Tidwell is having an amazing start on the mound. So far, 3 innings. His faced 9 batters, set all 9 of them down, 6 of them via strikeout. As that's going to bring Aiden Cook back up to bat. Struck out swinging his first time up. Mason, 3 innings, 29 pitches. I mean, how about that? And 6 strikeouts. I mean, usually if your strikeout numbers are up, so are your pitch count. But Mason has just done a really good job mowing down the Tigers as he comes back with that fastball elevated, swung on and missed.
He's been really filling up the strike zone with his signature fastball.
The 0-1 to Cook. I was going to say just upstairs, but, man, that one had some heat on it. Pitch number 31.
I wish we could see the
yeah, but say we don't have. We can see the gun. The 1-1 swung on and missed. I mean, he's making the Tigers look silly right now. I mean, he's thrown 3 fastballs, and the only reason it's a 1-2 count is because Cook held up at the one that was about eye level. The 1-2 Tidwell swung on. That was a breaking ball out to left field. Moore got a late charge on it, but makes the grab in left field. Good job right there by your senior left fielder, Miles Moore, as he got a bit of a bad jump on that one, but still came in to field that one. As Cook goes down, that's going to bring up number 5, Rob Hawkins, the fellow left fielder.
Maybe going through the batting order 2 times is what the Marshall County needs to.
As early on that breaking ball, Fisher tried to make the play over there in front of the fence, cannot bring it in.
Like I was saying, though, maybe going for the batting order the second time is what Marshall County needs to break through. But Mason has been.
It's hard of a time haven't seen his fastball. I mean, I don't know if the second time will make it look any slower. I mean, his velocity may go down, but, we're right at 33 pitches. I don't see his velo dropping until about maybe pitch 60 if they let him go that far. Is Fisher having a word with his coach, making sure he's okay after colliding with the fence over there down the third base line. The count's 0-1 to Hawkins, as Rob Hawkins flew out to the right fielder his first time up. The 0-1. And that's the first pitch from Tidwell that didn't look very good as he skipped that one and got by Pope for ball 1.
Some pitchers on the mound just have that dominating aura, I guess. And I think Mason.
Like that fastball right there. Is that skied deep to left field. Moore getting under it. And Moore brings in his second fly ball in a row as they are now bringing up Kalen Henry, the shortstop, number 6. And we saw Henry, last inning making a marvelous play on a hard-hit ground ball from Pope and really ate that one up. That was for the second out of the bottom of the third inning. First pitch, that one's foul tipped into the catcher's mitt. Henry struck out looking his first time up. And pitch 38 from Tidwell was straight cheddar right down the middle and swung on and missed by Henry. As Tidwell, we've talked about it 100 times probably already tonight, but getting ahead in the count is so important, and we've seen Tidwell in so many 1-2 and 0-2 strikes. As swung on and missed, strikeout number 7 will end the 4th inning for Mason Tidwell. He has mowed down the first 12 batters he has seen. The Mustangs will come back to bat after this. You're watching Mustangs baseball here on the X Sports Network.
Are you looking for the perfect refrigerator? What about a new stove or washer or dryer? It only makes sense to shop at the one place that specializes in appliances, top to bottom, big or small. And that's Kelly Appliance in Lawrenceburg. Kelly Appliance is home to all major name brands, including LG. LG makes life good with a full selection of refrigerators, cooking appliances, dishwashers, microwaves, and more, including appliances made right here in Tennessee. Family owned and family operated. Stop by Kelly Appliance on Jerry Street in Lawrenceburg today.
Welcome to Employee Resources Credit Union, where you're more than just a number, you're family. We provide financial solutions that rise above those of traditional banks. With roots stretching back to 1964, we've served 4 generations during constant industry changes. We're known for our low fees and incredible rates. Join us and experience the credit union difference. ERCU, not for profit, for service.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
And it is officially sundown here at Gary Lamb Field. The lights are on. The park is lit up as the Mustangs come out to bat here in the 4th inning. They will go 8-9-1 this half of the order. Again, we were talking during the break about the Mustangs coaching staff, a little bit of changes this year, as this is their first year without Coach Toby Dunn, who this is first year in retirement, as that first pitch to Ellis is in for a strike. And right now David Weathers is in Florida watching his son Ryan take part in Marlin spring training. So a little bit thin on the coaching staff this week. Only 3 coaches there, as Ellis swung and missed on that second pitch, down quickly 0-2. As they now just as of now just have Coach Jacob Laws, Coach Zach Curtis, and Coach Nick Moore. So a little thin on the coaching staff compared to the multiple times last year where they had 5 coaches. The 0-2 from Cross, swung on and missed, got him in 3 pitches. And after Cross looking a little shaky to start this game, I think he has settled in just fine. That is strikeout number 4.
Really seems like he's found his groove right here.
That's going to bring up Dylan Thompson, struck out looking his first time up. And again, we've seen, the key for the Mustangs' success, we've seen it the past couple of seasons. If these 7, 8, 9 guys can get on, usually those 1, 2, and 3 guys are really good at batting them in. As Thompson swinging on that first pitch, and will send it over the head of the press box.
I'm pretty sure I've said this before, but even down the order with these 7, 8, 9 guys, the Mustangs lineup is still very competent hitting-wise.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen Laxon reach base once as Thompson goes down 0-2. Now, not much help from 8 and 9 tonight with Ellis and Thompson, but again, I mean, this is Ellis's first appearance. Thompson, this is his second game. They're seeing a left-handed pitcher for the first time this season. It's taking some time to adjust to. As Thompson jammed up, hit to the second baseman, and that will be brought in for the second out. Scored that one 4-3. It's a good job there by the second baseman, Hightower. Really eating that one up. And that's going to bring it back up the top of the order. Kason Springer, he is 1 for 1 with a single, scored 2 runs, hit by a pitch in his first at-bat. He's been hit 3 times so far this season on 6 at-bats. And, I mean, listen, if your leadoff guy is a guy that gets hit a lot, his shoulder might not appreciate it very much, but it's really good to get that first guy on base. Springer swing and miss on that first pitch, breaking ball.
Especially with his speed, you can always appreciate when someone like Kaysen is on base.
Again, we saw Tidwell smoke that one off the wall. Springer scored from first on that. I mean, just showed tremendous speed. Cross coming with the 0-1. Pitch number 61 is a swing and a miss on a curveball. And, man, he had a hard time locating that fastball, but has really started dropping that curveball in there. It's a really long, looping, sweeping curve. Almost like a 12-6 action.
Mm-hmm.
Counts 0-2, 2 strikes, and swung on and missed. That is strike 3. Make that strikeout number 5 for Cross as he has set down the last 6 Mustangs in order. We'll be back for the start of the 5th inning here. You're watching Mustangs baseball here on the X Sports Network.
Are you looking for a non-factory job environment? Livingstone Freight Solutions is a 3PL company that began managing warehouses in Tennessee, Alabama, and Mississippi. With our multiple shifts and experienced management team, our goal is to give you, as an employee, a safe family work environment and competitive wages. We offer a wide variety of employment opportunities from forklift drivers to management level positions. We also strive to offer a competitive benefit package and PTO options. For more information or to apply, visit us at livingstonefs.com or give us a call at 931-269-3255.
What really matters during the ball game, we're at that point in the season where some are just beginning, some have already ended, and others are at that point where it's either win or go home. Depending on what your perspective is, it changes everything, doesn't it? In 2 Corinthians 4 and verse 18, we're reminded we don't look at the things that are seen, but at the things that are unseen. For the things that are seen are temporary, but the things that are unseen are eternal. Keep your focus, keep your perspective on the right things, the things of God, the eternal things. And that message brought to you by your friends at the Leoma Church of Christ.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome back to Gary Lamb Field. We have the Marshall County 4-5-6 hole hitter coming up now. Up to bat first will be Reed Mitchell. He flew out to shortstop last play.
And again, Mason has done a tremendous job on the mound. Got some text saying that the gun's sitting about 80. You know, he's hit 89 a couple times, and, you know, we've said his fastball looks like it's had some zip on it. That first pitch in there for a strike. Again, Mitchell grounded out to the shortstop his last time up. 0-1, hit towards Clint again. He's just going to miss that one. And there goes the no-hitter right there, but a very well-hit ball from Mitchell, as he is the first base runner for Marshall County there with a leadoff single. And again, it looked like the Mustangs are really dominating this game, and just like that, I mean, it's 3-0. We've seen Eli Cross looking really good on the mound, as that's going to bring up the third baseman. That is Lucas Harry.
Man, that's the first batter that Mason has let on base.
Again, Mitchell, Tidwell is, it's pitch number 40 that was just hit, as the first pitch to Harry is in for a strike.
Thus far, we haven't really been able to see Marshall County's base running at all, but I think we can expect them to play a bit aggressive to try and catch up to the Mustangs right here.
As there was a bunt attempt right there by Harry, and from here it looked like that bunt saved him from getting hit in the face. Usually you want to bunt and have the bat horizontal. That was almost vertical right there, as that went foul down the first baseline, and counts 0-2. Mitchell takes his lead on first. Tidwell coming set with the 0-2. Is that one fastball hit foul down the first baseline, as Harry was just a tad bit late on that one.
Even with a runner on first, it seems Mason has absolutely no problem filling up the strike zone right here.
Yeah, again, this is the first time he's had to pitch from the stretch. It's the 0-2. Swung on back towards us. And it stays like that. I'm glad we have a net show, because I think you would have worn that one to the nose right there.
Absolutely. Still flinched.
I've gotten over that. Now, my first couple games up here, it came at me. I'd jump a little bit. I've gotten over that, as the 0-2 pitch from Tidwell is going to be a hair outside. 1-2 is the count now.
First ball he's thrown. This AB.
Counts 1-2. Mitchell, very short lead on first, as that one's fouled back into the netting again. And a very good job. He's down in the count and has been down the whole time, but a very good job by Harry, as he has really eaten up a bunch of pitches. He struck out looking his first time up, and I believe if Tidwell can give him a little curveball right here, we might see it again.
Really good two-strike approach right here.
Pick back to first. Mitchell will return safely.
I don't blame Mitchell for the short lead. Mason has a really good pickoff move.
And we've seen that from Loretto pitchers in the past. I mean, Ryan Weathers has one of the best pickoff moves in Major League Baseball. Is the 1-2 there, as that one got away from Pope. Mitchell will get the second, and they're going to say that Harry held up on that one, so the count is 2-2. But yeah, like you were saying, Joe, Mustangs pitchers in the past have had very good pickoff moves, and Mason is no different.
Pope going to talk with Mason here, maybe talk some strategy or calm his nerves a bit.
Yeah, again, Mitchell is the first base runner that the Tigers have had tonight, and again, is their first runner in scoring position as well. The count is still 2-2 to Harry. Tidwell at 48 pitches now.
This is the first runner Marshall County has had in scoring position.
That one's in the dirt for ball 3.
Well, first runner period, but
yeah, and I believe it's the first full count Tidwell has seen tonight. So here comes pitch number 50 from Tidwell. And ring him up, strike him out, got him looking again. First strikeout of the inning, first out of the inning. Make that strikeout number 8 on the night.
Out of his 8 strikeouts, 4 have been looking and 4 have been swinging.
It's a very good mix of locking them up and getting them swinging. That's going to bring up the catcher, Hayden Williams. Williams struck out swinging his first time up. Was the middle of a trio of Tigers batters as Tidwell struck out in a row as that first pitch is on the outside corner. They're going to say that one just missed for ball one.
Man, this field looks so beautiful at night.
Yeah, I mean, with the new wall and everything, one of the best small fields in the state. As Williams showed bunt right there with one out, trying to. His third base coach is not very happy with the bunt attempt right there, but he's trying to, just don't to get the bunt down, get the runner on third, and hopefully try to get a run on.
It's going to be difficult for them to get the one in coming towards the end of the lineup here.
Count is 1-1 to Williams. Mitchell is the runner on second. And that bunt was popped up foul, and now with 2 strikes, the bunt attempt is all but gone. Again, his coach, third base coach, very unhappy with the 2 bunt attempts laid down right there by Williams. And again, the ability to play small ball is something the Mustangs have been able to show in the past and have even shown a little bit of it this year.
One thing the Mustangs have definitely worked on in the offseason is bunt plays and bunting.
And that'll be strikeout number 9 as Williams goes down hacking once again. Tidwell, that elevated fastball has been all but unhittable tonight.
Coming into play, number 16, Mylan Bell.
And that'll be the center fielder, number 16, Mylan Bell. Bell struck out swinging his first time up. Now we've seen both Mustang starting pitchers get at least 9 strikeouts. We'll see if Tidwell can go for the double digits and get out of the 5th inning here with 10 Ks.
Still only at 54 pitches.
And shown bunt right there by Bell. We saw that his first time up. The pitch was a little away for ball 1. Oh, they did call it a strike right there. I guess he didn't get the ball back and the bat back in time, but a good job by Pope eating that one up. As if it gets by, we very easily could see Mitchell at third right now. Again, Mitchell is the first baseman, so I'm not sure about his speed, but he looks like a confident runner there on second.
Second time through the order, it looks like Mason's getting a tad wild. Definitely not very wild, but we've seen a couple pitches in the dirt here and there.
Well, again, he went through the first time 6 strikeouts. So far through 6 batters, he struck out 3. As that bunt in there, that bunt attempt, that pitch is in there for a strike. Down 0-2 is Bell. So pardon, the count is 1-1. Waved that first pitch off. Changed it to a ball. Count 1-1 here now to Bell. Springer and Fisher in on the corners as that pitch is going to be foul tipped off the bat and off Pope's face mask. And the count's now 1-2. I believe Springer and Fisher will both retreat to their hot corners. As now with 2 strikes again, the bunt attempt is not, the bunt play is not in play. Again, for anybody that doesn't know, a bunt that it goes foul with 2 strikes is an out. The 1-2 from Tidwell. See if he went right there. They're going to say he didn't. Disbelief from the Mustangs defense. Seymour down. Almost went down to his knees right there. I don't disagree.
You win some, you lose some. And I think that was a pretty big loss.
Yeah, that I have to agree. Counts 2-2. 2 outs here in the top of the 5th inning. Well, there's no doubt about that one. Strikeout number 10. Tidwell has made it through 5 innings at 58 pitches. Mustangs will come back up to bat in the bottom of the 5th. After this break, you're watching Mustangs baseball here on the X Sports Network.
Hey everyone, this is Landon Saunders.
And this is Nate Patterson with Cloud9 Fiber.
We're excited to finally be able to offer Lawrenceburg our blazing fast, reliable, and affordable fiber internet services.
If you're looking for a more reliable and more affordable provider, we at Cloud9 Fiber have you covered.
Plans start at $50 a month, and we can offer up to a gigabit to your home or business.
We are excited to be able to offer your first month of service entirely free. We encourage you to sign up on cloud9fiber.com or by calling 931-201-9098 so we can help you make the switch today.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
And Eli Cross back out there for his 5th inning of work as he has set down the last 6 Mustang batters. As that's going to bring up Mason Tidwell. Smoked an RBI double off the wall, off that number 30 right there under the scoreboard there in left field.
Man, I can't wait to see how this AB turns out. Eli's been very dominant these past couple of ABs, and Mason's shown that he can hit it far, so.
And Tidwell fouls off the first. Again, he has done a very good job mowing through this Mustangs lineup. This is the 3rd time up for Mason. He walked and scored a run his first time and an RBI double his last time. So 1 for 1 as he takes that pitch in the dirt for ball 1. Again, the Volunteers playing tonight. It's the 7th inning right now as the Vols lead Eastern Kentucky 17-2. Hard hit ball at the shortstop. A good job there by Henry to field it. And it was a little bit of an errant throw to Mitchell, but a good job coming off the bag to tag Tidwell as Mason will go down 6-3 is the play.
Now batting, number 16, shortstop.
So that's going to bring up Quint Seymour. Seymour 1 for 2 on the day with an RBI single and the fly out to left field. Again, after starting off tonight very hot, this Mustangs offense has quickly gone cold. Looping curveball outside for ball 1. That pitch was number, I believe that was number 63. As that one's in there for a strike. Counts 1-1 to Seymour. Actually, pardon, that was number 67 right there. The game changer was a little behind us.
Looks like Seymour's going to stay pretty far back in the box for this AB.
I'm not one to complain about other teams. That looks like a good pitch right there in the lower third of the plate, but that will stay downstairs for a ball. Count is 2-1 to Seymour as pitch number 70 is coming up here from Cross. In the dirt for ball 3. Again, Seymour showing very good plate discipline right there. Very patient. Again, we've seen him, his second AB was only a 1-pitch at bat as he flew out to the left fielder. He's gone opposite field both times as he's swinging a little late right there as it goes 3-2. Seymour's first full count of the night. And again, the ability to go opposite way with the bat, I mean, is very good. And, from a Mustang senior like Seymour, you like to see that. Because it means when you're coming up to bat, you can see a slight infield shift to the right for the left-handed batter, Seymour. 3-2 count. Outside ball 4, Seymour will take his base. Nice little bat flip right there from Seymour as he trots down to first. That's going to bring up Carter Daniel 0 for 1 with a sacrifice bunt and a ground out.
Now batting, number 5, Carter Daniel.
Again, Carter still coming back from a ACL injury that he suffered in football season, so I wouldn't say his mobility is at 100% quite yet. He did pitch last night, great performance.
I'm surprised he recovered as quick as he did.
Yeah, very good job by the all surgeons and doctors and physical therapists to work with him to get him back for the start of the season. As that first pitch was upstairs for ball 1.
Well, I can say one thing. I'm definitely glad to have him back.
As all Mustang fans are, having 3 good pitchers like him, and we see him tonight, him last night, Tidwell tonight, and Seymour eventually sometime in the near future. That is 3 pitchers that can, get close to the 90s on the gun. As that foul ball.
It looks like it hit the shed and came back onto the field.
So I heard a crash. I can't see very much down foul territory, down the first base line. The count's 1-1 to Daniel. Seymour a pretty good lead actually over there at first. He's taken off. Pitches upstairs for ball 2. Seymour will swipe second. What a man! He looked fast right there. I mean, I'm not calling Quint slow, but man, he really looked like he hit second gear as soon as he got that jump. really showing the ability to read the pitch timing right there from Cross, and Seymour swipes second, and the count is 2-1 to Daniel. And now with one out, there's no double play opportunity, so Daniel can, kind of just swing away. That pitch, shin high on Carter, called a strike.
That was a great pop from the catcher, but even so, with speed like that, you can't catch him all.
And we've talked about Clint's versatility all night. I mean, he's got a good bat, good arm, good speed, good defense. I mean, he's all you could ask for. Is the 2-2. Daniel hits that one back up the middle toward the second baseman. Good job fielding that one. That was Hightower fielding that one as Carter's foul ball advanced Clint to third.
Number 3, Miles Moore.
That's going to bring up Miles Moore, who has struck out twice tonight, as 0 for 2, one looking, one swinging, and he would really love to get a hit right now to bring in the 4th run of the game and get Clint home. Again, Clint's reached base twice, has not scored yet, as that first pitch to Moore was in the dirt for ball 1.
Man, Eli's really trying to use that slow curveball as much as he can, and I don't blame him.
It's really had the Mustangs batters looking a little confused. He started using it a lot in the 2nd and 3rd innings, and since then it's just been his bread and butter. Is Moore's swinging and missing on that first strike there. Pardon, a foul tip that one into the backstop. That is pitch number 78 right there. Is early in the season, I don't think you'd want to run somebody's pitch count too high. Still trying to build up these guys' stamina.
At the same time,
Moore hits that one at the shortstop. It's going to be a close play here at first. It is going to be a close play, and Moore is safe. An RBI single there from Miles Moore, as the throw from Henry was not in time. Again, we've talked about Miles' speed a ton last night, and he reaches right there, and an RBI single, and the Mustangs extend their lead to 4-0. Man, we just talked about Clint's speed and Miles getting down the line in a hurry. Again, that was a very hard hit ball, and the shortstop was playing very deep in the hole. And again, Moore just smoked it, and I guess, honestly, it may not have been hit as hard since Moore had time to get to first, and he has a big lead.
You don't see infield singles like that every day.
As Pope about wore that one to the hip. Pope is 0 for 1 on the day, reached his first time up due to a hit by pitch. 2 outs. Runner on first is Moore. Connor Pope back up to bat.
Big lead for Moore.
His first game Pope has caught this year, and they got Moore on a rundown. It's the second time it's happened this season, and we're going to play pickle for a little bit. Hightower chasing him. Now back to Cross. Now I believe that is Williams, and Williams will tag him for the 3rd out. That will do it here for the 5th inning. Mustangs lead this one 4-0. And you're watching Mustangs baseball here on the X Sports Network.
Arctic Air keeps your home or business comfortable. For more than 20 years, we provided outstanding residential and commercial services through southern Middle Tennessee. Whether you need assistance with your heat, air conditioning, preventive maintenance, or anything in between, trust our reliable team to get the job done. We'll take the time to figure out your specific needs and recommend what we believe is right and best for your situation.
We've been using Arctic Air for over 15 years now. Their service is great, they're here when we need them, and their prices are competitive. They take the worry out of the heat and air so I don't have to.
Arctic Air, when you need us, we'll be there.
The Hidden Garden, located just off the square in downtown Lawrenceburg, is your hometown oasis for massage, aesthetics, full hair and nail services, and body waxing. Gift certificates are available, and be sure to follow them on Facebook for their specials. The Hidden Garden, your peace, your place. 222 Pulaski Street, Lawrenceburg, Tennessee, or phone 931-762-9799.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
And welcome back to Gary Lamb Field here for the 6th inning. And as request of temporary PA announcer Barry Daniel, the score of the Alabama baseball game tonight, they are trailing Southern Miss 5-2 in the 6th inning. Mason Tidwell back out on the mound. Actually, I believe
That looks to be Hayden
I would say
Buttram.
we have a new guy on the mound. That is Hayden Buttram coming in to pitch for the Mustangs. Again, very good night there from Tidwell. Let me get his final numbers. So again, for Tidwell, final line, 5 innings, 1 hit, no runs, no walks, 10 strikeouts, and no hit by pitch. So, cannot complain. And his pitch count was only around 50. I mean, it was closer to 60 actually there at the end of the 5th. But tremendous outing from Tidwell, as it looks like he has gone in to play third.
One thing you'll notice quickly about Hayden is he might not have the velocity of Mason or Carter, but he has the movement on his breaking balls to more than make up for it.
This is the first outing from the junior right-hander. And again, the bullpen for the Mustangs, it started off a little slow with Jaden Aaron last night, but he quickly settled in as Hightower will be the leadoff batter for this inning. So that first pitch was outside for ball 1, and again, we have seen Mason Tidwell come in for Grant Fisher at third. And that one swung on and missed. Good breaking pitch right there from Buttram.
You can kind of see the breaking ball right there that I was talking about.
Hightower hit a slow rolling bunt to Tidwell and grounded out his first time up, as Buttram skips that one into Pope for ball 2. Again, Buttram had some good outings last season. He had a very good outing against Lawrence County here last season in a game that the Mustangs won via run rule. Count is 2-1 now to Hightower. Shows bunt, pops it up a mile high. That might get over the net. That was close. I mean, there's about
half
a
feet.
I would say maybe a 2-foot wide window each way, and somehow that ball almost came over the net and came back in here. I believe that hit the roof.
It did. No, it
hit the bleacher.
Like right there.
Yeah. So
it hit the wall.
I didn't think it was possible for us to get hit here, but that is possible now. 2-2, swung on and miss, and Buttram sits down his first batter he sees swinging. 11th strikeout for the Mustangs pitching staff tonight.
So much for my safety net, I guess.
It's going to bring up the pitcher, Eli Cross. He struck out swinging his first time up. And Tidwell only saw one more than the minimum. Again, pitched 5 innings, only saw 16 batters. As that first pitch to Cross is low and away for ball 1, similar to the last AB with Hightower.
Good job by Pope to not let that go to the backstop.
And the Mustangs haven't had to have too much of ball control from Pope, keeping everything in front of them, because there's not really been anybody on base all night except the one batter. That was Mitchell, as Cross swings and misses on that pitch right there.
Man, a good catcher can really make or break your team, and I think that the Mustangs definitely understand that.
They have a handful of catchers. I mean, we've seen Pope and Seymour, as Buttram throws in another strike right there. And, man, he's come out ready to go tonight. I'll tell you, he threw in the bullpen a little bit, almost came in last night, ended up not needing him as Jaden Aaron finished that game. Again, the Mustangs are blessed with having a ton of catchers, as they have Seymour, who caught last night, Pope, who is catching tonight. Miles Moore caught some as a freshman, is kind of in and out with catching, has really found a spot there in left field. I mean, they have Jaden Aaron who can catch. They have Raleigh Ellis who can catch. I mean, really just a handful of guys. At the 2-2, got him looking. Hayden Buttram come in and struck out the first 2 he has seen. One swing in, and Eli Cross right there looking. That is strikeout number 12 for the Mustangs pitching staff. Strikeout number 2 for Buttram. As that's going to bring up the leadoff batter, Aiden Cook. He is 0 for 2, struck out and flew out his first 2 times up. Here comes the first pitch from Buttram. Swung on and missed. And, you see Tidwell, who can almost hit 90. Buttram comes in, and Cook was still late on that fastball.
Big swing right there. Looks like he was trying to
hit the Gary Lamb field sign out there and right.
Yep.
As the left-handed batter, Cook swings him, fouls that one back into the netting, as it is quickly 0-2. Buttram comes set with the 0-2. As that one skied to left field Looks like the shortstop's going to make a play on it, and Quint Seymour going out in the shallow left field to get that one. Buttram sits down the first 3 batters he sees as the Mustangs will go into their half of the 6th inning, leading this one 4-0. You're watching Mustangs baseball here on the X Sports Network.
This is Jason at Volco Auto Supply in Lawrenceburg. For over 90 years, Volco has been a family-owned company. We're proud of our past and excited about our future. We're open to the public for wholesale and retail trade. We carry product lines such as Milwaukee Tools, Lucas Oil, and Malco product. We carry all major brands of lubricants like Shell Rotella, Haviland, Castrol GTX, Mystic, Motorcraft, Valvoline, Kindle, and Mobil. We here at Volco offer a complete line of car detailing supplies, shop supplies, tire repair products, and lawnmower supplies. Check us out online at VolcoAutosupply.com or at 416 Buffalo Road here in Lawrenceburg.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
And welcome back. Bottom half of the 6th inning. Just had a Sweet Caroline playing during the break. All-time best baseball song. Best song to play at a baseball game, is, in my opinion. As the Mustangs are looking to extend their lead, and it's currently 4-0. Connor Pope back up to bat. Was the batter at the end of the last inning. Again, Moore caught stealing. So Pope back up to bat as that first pitch will get away. Kind of wish we got that the last half of the inning. Now Miles will be standing on second.
Man.
But again, Hayden Buttram came in. Tidwell finished the night after 5 innings. Buttram comes in, strikes out the first 2, fly out to the next guy. I mean, Mustangs pitching staff is Pope sends one opposite field, right center field, might get down in the gap. We'll see. No. Actually, it does get down. Pope heading for second. Let's see if the big man can get there. And how about it? Double right there from Connor Pope. They might actually rule that one an error from the center fielder, but I'll give him a double up here.
I'll give him a single. Agree to disagree.
A single within a fielding error?
Single and a fielding error.
I'll give the big guy a double. That's a 2-bagger there from Pope. And now Jackson Traglia back in to run for him. Again, Pope was 0 for 1 before that. Was hitting his first AB. Grounded out to the shortstop his second time. And now a double. That's going to bring up Lucas Laxon. Laxon walked his first time. And a bunt right there. Beautiful bunt down the first baseline. Cross fielding. Can't get the throw off. Looked a little awkward there. And Laxon's going to get there with a bunt single. Back-to-back hits for the first time tonight for the Mustangs. Runners on the corners, nobody out as Raleigh Ellis is back up to the plate. His first time up, grounded out to the third baseman, struck out his second time. So you can continue now.
Allow me. It's kind of hard to defend on a bunt like that. Even if you manage to scoop it up, you've got to make a throw with the batter in the way on the baseline too. So.
Yeah, and that throw from Cross looked a little awkward right there. Maybe he got his feet tangled up. I'm not sure, but that ball may have gone 10 feet before it just dropped. I guess it may have slipped. I don't know. It's not a very humid day, so I wouldn't expect there to be the ball to be very sticky or slick or something like that.
Sometimes it happens to the best of us.
Back pick to first. Laxon there in time. Again, I didn't say this last night, but again, if you are up by 10 anytime after the fifth inning or later, that will constitute a run rule.
One rule. Oh,
mercy rule, run rule, same thing. We'll agree to disagree again, show. Runners on the corners. They're going to pick to first again. That was a bit of a close play right there with Laxon. Good pick right there from Cross, who is back out there for his 6th inning of work. He's approaching 90 pitches. He's 83 right there with the pitch to Laxon, his last AB. Swing and a miss from Ellis on pitch number 84. Raleigh again 0 for 2 on the night. His first varsity start. He is playing second base.
Even with those pickoff moves, Laxon's getting a pretty big lead over there at first base.
And again, we saw him at second last night. He's in the right field today, so you're confident in his speed if he's playing in the outfield. Third straight pickoff. And it's ABs like this where I wish the MLB rules were in effect where you can only pick off 3 times because we didn't have a bunch of pickoffs last night. But again, this game was rolling really good. Now we're at about an hour, 20 minutes in the bottom of the 6th inning. Game last night was over 2 hours. Ellis, a beautiful bunt down the first base line. A safety squeeze. The run will score. Ellis will be out at first, but he'll get an RBI on the sac bunt right there. Good job there by the sophomore Raleigh Ellis. Nothing better than a good safety squeeze when you got runners on the corners with nobody out.
Did the pitcher throw that?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
And now coming into bat for Dylan Thompson, that is number 6, Braden Bennett.
Just recently started batting lefty.
That's his brother, Hunter.
I'm getting confused.
It's okay. I'll cut you some slack.
Forgive me.
Braden's still batting right-handed. First pitch to Bennett. He's swinging. That one almost got me to jump. That one back into the netting.
Well, it definitely made me jump.
Runner on second is Laxon. Just scored was Traglia, who is running courtesy running for Pope. Counts 0-1 here to Bennett. This is Bennett's first varsity AB of the season. That one swung, foul back out of play, down 0-2. And again, Show, we've said it. You love getting a bunch of these young guys in these games early in the season to see if you have an emerging star. We've seen it, you see it in college ball all the time. You see it in some high school ball. You give somebody a chance and they make the most of it. You could have a new starter out there just like that.
Absolutely.
Again, Thompson finished 0 for 2 on his night, struck out looking and grounded out to the second baseman. We'll see if Bennett can change that as he swung on and missed for strike 3.
Looks like we got some action in the Marshall County bullpen right here.
And that pitcher out there from Cross was number 88. And again, there's some SEC pitchers not throwing 88 pitches in a game. And this is day 2 of high school baseball in Tennessee. That's going to bring up Kason Springer. Springer is 1 for 2 on the day. Hit by pitch his first time, a single that scored a run. His second time struck out his most recent time to the plate. RBI opportunity with the runner at Laxon in scoring position as Springer takes that first pitch in the dirt for ball 1. Again, 2 outs. Mustangs have left a ton of guys on base tonight. With a 5-0 lead right now, if they don't leave anybody on base, this game's already over. I mean, I believe they've left 6 on base tonight as Springer will lay off on the 1-0 upstairs for ball 2. Springer's speed and the third baseman playing so far back. If he drops down a push bunt, he can probably get on base. Count is 2-0. Springer, he's swinging on that one. That's foul out of play, so that is strike 1 there. 2-1 is the count. 2 outs. Runner on second base is Lucas Laxon. Here's number 22. We got 2s all over the place again.
2 announcers.
2 announcers. I mean, it's night 2. I mean, we can find them all over the place.
Just got to look hard enough.
Here's the pitch to Springer. Swung on, fouled back into the netting. Counts even at 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on second. His number's 22. I mean, I can go through it again. On deck for the Mustangs is, I believe that's still Tidwell there, yes. This move started the game on the mound, is now at third. If Springer can get on base, he will get the opportunity to bat. 2-2, looping curveball, got him looking. Beautiful pitch right there from Cross. He finished the inning on pitch 93. That will do it for the bottom half of the 6th. We'll be back for the top of the 7th here on the X Sports Network.
LUS is committed to our customers, from providing and maintaining energy-efficient utility services to friendly, helpful customer service. LUS is there. At LUS, we're always challenging everything we know, every day. We strive to improve efficiency and reliability while focusing on our responsibility to our customers and the community. It's our promise to provide dependable service to our customers every time. Because we don't just work in Lawrence County, we live here too.
Swap and Shop Center in Lawrenceburg is your go-to stop to complete your home, business, a combination of both, or really anything you can think of. With one of the region's biggest selection of bedroom furniture, name brand mattresses, recliners, living room and dining room suites, accents for the home or office, quality name brand appliances, and did I mention Swap and Shop services what they sell? This is family owned and operated business at its best. And the best part is, they'll treat you like family too.
We got bedroom suites, mattresses, dining room suites, appliances, outdoor equipment, mowers, and more. See us at the Swap and Shop Center in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
And welcome back. The seventh and final inning beginning here. And if the Mustangs can, barring they give up 5 or more runs, this will be the last half inning of the game. As Buttrum's coming in for his second inning of work, he will face 2, 3, and 4. Final line for Cross, because they had somebody warming up. 6 innings, 7 hits, 5 runs, 3 walks, 7 strikeouts, 2 hit by pitch. Not a bad night. He started off a little rough, really settled in there. And after that first inning, it started looking a lot more comfortable. The Mustangs batters had to adjust, and once they did, they got a couple more runs tacked on there late. As that pitch is crushed down left in the left field, that will go over the wall, foul. It didn't go over the back wall. It went over the wall down the third baseline. Didn't want to make people think we had a foul home run, but that was Rob Hawkins.
I think that was a foul home run, even if the ball did extend all the way around.
Yeah, if it did. I mean, he really smoked that one. 1-1 count here to Hawkins. That one, elevated fastball. Will stay upstairs for ball 2.
Yeah.
And Buttram came in last inning, saw 3, set down 3, 2 strikeouts, 1 looking, 1 swinging, and a fly ball. Man, a good outside corner fastball right there by Buttram. And, in contrast to last night, Buttram has come out and looked comfortable immediately from the first pitch. The 2-2 from Buttram. Swung on, awkward swing. That might find a hole right there. We'll see if he can get under it. And, oh, what a play out there in center field. That was Miles Moore getting his first opportunity in center field. And he made the most of it right there, Show. What a play out there in center as Miles Moore went Superman mode on that one, laid out and made the grab. 1 out here in the top of the 7th. That's going to bring up Kalen Henry.
It's times like that you appreciate that you have a senior out there in center field.
Again, as that first pitch from Buttram in there for a fastball. And that fastball may have a little more zip on it after seeing your defense having your back like that. But again, the Mustangs, they had Caden Porter in center field for 3 years. He didn't get to play his freshman year due to COVID, and he was a valuable asset out there. Had the power, had the speed, had the defense. He had it all. And losing him, that's like losing a very pivotal part of your offense. He was your leadoff batter, and now having Moore, who's played left field, is now in center field right now. Man, that really helps having another senior. Is that 1-1 pitch is fouled back over the net.
Not to mention the kind of leadership a player like that brings to your team.
Exactly. The seniors you got this year, from Miles to Clint to Carter to Pope, and Traglia included in that group, just a ton of leaders. It's the 1-2 from Buttram. Will get away from Pope.
I can't help but notice I wasn't included in your list.
Well, you're up here talking. You provide great leadership from the booth, Joe. I will give you that. Hey, you have some very insightful opinions that I don't see because you're at practice every day. The 2-2 coming from Buttram. And see you later. Foul tip into the glove. Buttram gets his 3rd strikeout and sends Henry back to the dugout.
Now, I know what they say. It's not over till the fat lady sings, but
I haven't heard her sing yet. And again, Reed Mitchell coming up to bat as the lone base runner for Marshall County. I mean, I'm not saying it's probable. I'm just saying it has a chance
It's
of happening.
possible.
He could get on base and start a little bit of a run.
But with how Hayden Buttram has been pitching for the last couple of ABs.
Again, he's seen 5 and set down 5, 3 strikeouts. That first pitch to Mitchell, low and away for ball 1. And swung on and missed that second pitch. Good fastball out there from Buttram. And again, he's, you said this when he came in. He's not the same pitcher as Mason Tidwell. You're not going to see the overpowering fastball, but he's still been able to utilize that with his breaking pitches and keep these Marshall County hitters at bay as that pitch gets between Pope's legs for ball 2.
One thing we've seen a lot with whenever they have been able to hit Buttram's pitches is a lot of off-balance hits.
They're not squaring anything up. I mean, even that one that Miles had to lay out for, is that pitch is in the dirt for ball 3. They weren't squared up, I would say. I mean, they were off the end of the bat, as Pope looks a little shaken up right here, is walking over to Mustangs trainer Blake Barnett. It looked like that one kind of got him around the upper chest area, maybe the neck. So hopefully he's okay. And, man, if anybody's tough, it's Connor Pope. So he will walk back to behind home plate.
Tough is one way to say it. Stubborn is another.
Stubborn may be more apt than tough. But, I mean, listen, toughness is Connor Pope. I mean, that kid sits back there and gets beat up all night pretty much. I mean, we saw him on both the offensive and defensive line for the Mustangs football team. And that dude, I mean, it's the great Eddie Lantroop called him this year the Bulldog, and that encapsulates Connor Pope. Is that 3-1 pitch just outside the Mustangs pitching staff issuing their first walk of the night. And, hey, props to the cleanup batter for Marshall County, Reed Mitchell. He's the lone base runner. He's reached twice.
Man, up until now, the Mustangs have really been making Marshall County work for it.
And even right there, I mean, that was a 3-2 pitch. So that's going to bring up Lucas Harry. Struck out looking both times. As he's swinging on that one, sends it in the right field. Base hit, and that is the second hit given up by the Mustangs tonight. As Lucas Harry, now the second guy on. And just like that, I mean, Joe, we said it went over to the fat lady singing. I haven't heard her start croaking yet, so we got runners on first and second. The batter is Hayden Williams. He struck out 2 times tonight.
Hope I didn't jinx anything.
Baseball is very superstitious.
I'm blaming you. That's happened.
And Pope going up there to have a word with Buttram to calm him down. And that's only the third hit given up by the Mustangs this year. 1 last night, so far 2 tonight. Our pitching staff is done tremendous.
Now batting, number 23, Hayden Williams.
First pitch to Williams coming here from Buttram. Just upstairs, ball 1. Again, Mustangs are 1 out away from slamming the door on this game and going to 2-0 here on the young season. The 1-0 swung on and missed. Good elevated breaking ball there from Buttram as he's even this count up at 1. Runners on first and second both have leads. Count is 1-1. 2 outs here, top of the 7th inning. Mustangs lead 5-0. Buttram, after looking a little rattled after walking and then giving up a single, as it started attacking again at Hayden Williams. And it is now a 1-2 count after that curveball. Came right back over the plate for a strike. Mustangs 1 strike away from heading home victors again. The 1-2 from Buttram. And they're going to say that was foul tipped off Pope's face mask. So Williams will stay alive, and this game will stay very much going. I mean, Fat Lady hasn't sung quite yet, Joe, with runners on first and second. I mean, this has a chance to get interesting. Again, 1 strike away. Buttram checking on the runner. 1-2. That's a slow chopper. Buttram's got to field his position. The throw to first will be not in time. They're going to say that pulled Springer off. I don't agree with that one bit. It looked like that was very much in time. And just like that, the bases are juiced. That'll bring up Mylan Bell. And again, we haven't seen Bell do anything but try to bunt all night. And again, with the bases loaded, 2 outs, I'm not sure if that's what you're going to look for right here. Again, Mylon Bell, the center fielder, coming up to bat. He's 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts. That's the second hit issued by Buttram. He's at 25 pitches now, I believe. I'll reset game changer real quick. I turned my phone off. First pitch here. High for ball 1. Buttram now at 35 pitches. Biz pitch 35 coming up. That one in there for strike 1. Just scraped the top of the strike zone. Again, corners are in for the Mustangs defense. That is Springer and Tidwell playing a little in on the corners. That one's going to get away from Pope. First run will come in. First base now open, which could very well open up a bunt opportunity for Bell.
Now, I definitely wouldn't be surprised if Bell tried to lay a bunt down right here. It's something that we've seen from him all game.
So that is Mitchell scoring on the wild pitch right there. Runners on second and third. It's Harry and Williams. 5-1 your score now. Swung on a miss for strike 2. Pope pumped a throw down to third base.
Making sure he doesn't get too comfortable down there.
And Harry is getting a little happy feet down there at third. We've seen him jumping around. Mustangs 1 strike away from putting this game to rest. Outside corner, and I haven't complained about the umpires yet, and I'm going to keep it like that, but that pitch looked right over the plate, if you ask me. Full count. The payoff pitch from Buttram. Foul tipped back into the net. Bell stays alive. Buttram now on 40 pitches.
They're definitely not making it easy for him.
And nobody will. I mean, again, Marshall County, I believe they're a 3A school. Mustangs just 2A, so they're playing a little bit of a bigger competition tonight. The 3-2. Got him! Strike 3, sent him home just like that. Hayden Buttram with strikeout number 4. That will end the game. Final score here from Gary Lamb Field is Mustangs 5, Marshall County Tigers 1. Sho, you got any final thoughts on this game?
Well, all I can say is it's been fun commentating this with you.
Hey, I mean, we had a good night. I will give you your final stats real quick here. Again, starter Mason Tidwell getting the win, 5 innings, 1 hit, no runs, no walks, 10 strikeouts. And Buttram getting the wasn't a save, wasn't within 3 runs, but does come in and get the out of the bullpen, 2 innings, 2 hits, 1 run, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts. Cannot complain with that at all. A very good all-around offensive performance from the Mustangs, getting 7 hits, scoring 5 runs. So that will do it tonight from Gary Lamb Field. From my co-host, Shosei Toyoka. I'm Michael Marks, and my producer is Hayden Burks. This has been Mustangs Baseball here on the Exports Network. Everyone have a good night.